Hello, everyone, and welcome to another award show review. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about what I did and didn't like about the Grammys this year. And I have a little bit of smoke for everybody, specifically for the people who I see reacting to the Grammys and reacting to certain people winning awards. And I'm talking about both the white and black community. So I'm sure I'm about to piss some people off from both groups with this live stream, but what's new? What's new? And before I continue, just an FYI, I am posting again on my second channel, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see non-race related strategic content for women. The link is in the description box. Hey everybody, hey. Thank you for joining me. So anyway, let's get into this show and let us allow Taylor Swift to get the party started. Get it, Tay Tay. Get it, girl. Tay Tay was getting it. Ah, look at her. I thought this was so funny. It was, this show was kind of boring, I will say. But it's a lot of meme worthy videos and pictures. I was cracking up. I said, look at Tay Tay. One thing about Taylor, she gonna unwind at these award shows. She gonna drink, she gonna get lit. Listen, Taylor, she just got done doing the biggest tour in history, I believe. She already won all of the awards. She's written 50 songs. She is not pressed about winning a Grammy. And see, this is when you already have what everybody else has, where everybody else wants, rather, in the room that you're in. What everybody else is trying to get, you already have. So you just kind of show up to the party to cheer them on. Yeah, this is that energy. This is big white woman energy. Big white woman energy. And see, Taylor and her white brethren in the audience is who the Grammys was made for, you guys. And the sooner the niggas get that through your heads, the better off you will be. And you won't be as emotionally invested because the show is always going to be rigged in their favor. That's why Tay Tay be turning up like this, honey. It's rigged in their favor. She knows this. She knows this. She knows she didn't deserve that award over Beyonce, whatever year that was. She know. That's why she grooving like this, okay? And listen, I just think it's funny at this point, and that the awards, all these award shows should not be taken seriously because the CEO on this very show basically admitted on the stage that the Academy has been rigged for over 60 years. And he went into how they've hired new voting members to make it more fair. As you can see here, it says he emphasized that the Academy had restructured its membership, adding over 3,000 new voting members, with nearly 40% being people of color, and noted that 66% of members were new since reforms began in 2020. He apologized to the Weeknd, who was at one point boycotting the Grammys. And like I said in the last video, niggas ain't gonna boycott for long. So he was back up there performing. All of this, it's just so unserious to me. It's so unserious to me. So, the CEO came out and made this speech. And I mean, in my opinion, I'm happy for the girls who won, don't get me wrong. But now they're pretty much giving consolation awards or consolation prizes to kind of make up for being racist. That's what it's giving. And it's not to say that those women didn't deserve awards. But that, it's kind of obvious that that's what they're doing. And I also feel like they're using Beyonce to pacify black women in particular, and which I'll discuss later on in the stream. Y'all gonna be mad, but it is what it is. But award institutions in general are becoming outdated because people are seeing them for the scams that they are. Okay. And they're admitting to it at this point, right? And to me, at this stage in the game, as far as the Grammys is concerned, black people, I almost feel like black people, like the Grammys need black people more than black people need the Grammys. So now they're trying to pacify you to keep you emotionally invested in them and keep you watching as well, because they're losing views. All these award shows are losing views. Nobody's really watching them like that. you know but the CEO in his little speech, it confirms that black people are not crazy. It confirms that these award shows are fake, and most of the award shows in general are fake, and this includes the black award shows as well. I'm not letting them off the hook. Okay, they're fake too in other ways, right? But we're talking about the Grammys right now. Okay. And this is why, in my opinion, the award shows, all these institutions, and the media in general, to be honest with you, it should be a tool that black women especially use to level up if you need to, or if even possible. And for optics purposes, representation purposes, I'm not saying we should just put any and everything out there. It should definitely be used to our advantage. Um, but it shouldn't be something that is tied to your emotions and your self-worth at this point, because as we can see, the game is rigged. Okay, the playing field is not even. It's never been even. I've been telling y'all that for years. And look, I love music. Y'all know I'm a musician myself, so I have a deep respect for the arts. I have a respect for the artists and the talent that make art for the world to consume. And so, I like, that they get recognition for their craft. I like seeing them perform, but I still don't stand award shows for this reason. We all know they're fake, and they're telling you to your face at this point that they're fake. And they're telling you now that they've been purposely hiding and undermining black talent so that they can win, because why? We are a threat. We're a threat. And this definitely applies to black women. This applies to black women and our beauty, our talent, and everything else. Think about all the black women of the past that should have won a Grammy in certain categories for their songs and their albums, but they didn't. Missy Elliott, Whitney Houston, India.Arie. The list goes on and on and on. And ladies, this happens in so many different areas of media, not just the Grammys. Right? So, it's very, very important that we know what we're looking at. And so, even though Taylor is white, this is the energy. Like, this is the energy. This is the carefree energy and attitude every black woman should have regarding the Grammys and the media in general, in my opinion, because this shit is not real. It's not real. It's not. This is my energy anyway. Like, this is my energy, okay? Now, with all of that said, I am happy for the girls who won again, because I know that winning a Grammy, being acknowledged, it looks good on their resume. It's good for optics. It's good for representation in the society that we live in. So, I am happy for the girls. And we all know Doechii won for Best Rap Album. She is the third black woman in history to win the award, which lets you know they're fake. Why is she only the third black woman? And really, can we say she's the third? Because Cardi B won, I believe. She's not black. So, she's really the second black woman to win. And I also want to shout out some of the Black women who won but weren't on the main show, because I think this is very important. Rhapsody won for Best Melodic Rap Performance. So shout out to Rhapsody. Love her. Again, like, she should have been acknowledged in one of the top rap categories. She's one of the best rappers out right now. I mean, come on. How did Cardi B win over her? Crazy, right? So again, that's how you know they're fake. Tim's won for Best African Performance. So shout out to Tim's. Samara Joy, she won for Best Jazz Vocal Album. Shout out to Samara. Money Long, Best R&B Performance. Tank and the Bangas, Best Spoken Word Poetry Album. Michelle, not even going to try to pronounce her last name. I never pronounce it right. Best Alternative Jazz Album. She been out for a minute. Shout out to her. SZA, Best R&B Song. And let me know if I forgot anybody. But ladies, Black women and Black people in general have always dominated the music industry. Our talent, our music has always been the most popular, the most influential, the most copied, right? So listen, if white people really honor you the way that you deserve, you would take over their entire show. And again, they're not going to allow that to happen because it's for them. And I kind of don't blame them for not, wanting to be undermined at an award show that they created. Again, when it's not made for you, you can't really expect them to do that, right? It's made for them. So, of course, they're going to pretend that, Black people don't exist like that when we run the shit. But, I can't really blame them, to be honest. Okay. Now, moving on to Beyonce. We know Beyonce won Album of the Year with Cowboy Carter. She is the 4th Black woman in history to win the award. And by the way, I added this in here too. I was so tickled at Beyonce's reaction. Oh my God, that was so funny. Did y'all see Blue though? Blue was like, "Mama, girl, they said your name, girl. That's you." Look, she was like, "Get yourself together, ma'am, and go accept your things." That's what Blue was saying. Big Capricorn energy already. Big Capricorn energy. Now I keep saying that, or I keep seeing that people are saying like her reaction was fake. Beyonce's reaction was fake. And all I'm going to say is that if it was fake, it was some good acting, because it looked pretty real to me, but you never know. Like, I thought that they know that they're going to win. Usually they do. They know they're going to win, and which is why they show up. And we know that Beyonce has always only ever showed up usually if she's going to win an award. So, I don't know if it was fake or not. It's like, girl, Beyonce, girl. But that was a good reaction. It was real. So funny. But yeah, so happy for Beyonce. And I'm hearing people say that Jay-Z paid for Beyonce to win Album of the Year, or he influenced the Grammys to give her the award after the speech, he made a while back about them being biased. And I also keep hearing that Doechii is supposedly an industry plant. That's why I put this in the title, right? Even though she's been around since 2015. She's had hit records prior to her winning a Grammy, right? And all I have to say to those people who are saying that this particular show was rigged, again, the Grammys are fake. So even if these women didn't deserve their awards, who gives a fuck? I mean, y'all, again, we already saw where the CEO admitted that it's been rigged anyway. So, white people just took one for the team this time. Boo-hoo, get over it. Like, who cares? Since when has fairness ever mattered to y'all? And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, okay? I actually like Hit Me Hard and Soft better than Cowboy Carter. I like Billie Eilish's album more than Cowboy Carter. I'll admit that. And to me, it was a better album. However, I also understand why Cowboy Carter won, and it's because of the cultural significance of the album, right? It just had more depth, it had more meaning, you know. It was personal to Beyonce, it was personal to a lot of different communities. So, it was, it was better. It was a better album in that regard, Sonically, I enjoyed Billie Eilish's album better, but I also understand why Cowboy Carter won. It is what it is. And I also don't like all of the songs on Doechii's album. But I still think she should have won in that category. But, let's just say that Billie Eilish did get snubbed and Beyonce got her quote unquote DEI award, right? And the country album award should have gone to an actual country artist. Let's just say that Jay-Z did pay for her to win. Let's just say that Doechii is an industry plant. And so what? The Grammys has never been fair. So why do we care now? Because black women and women of color are winning in these categories that y'all think are for white people or light-skinned women in Doechii's case. So, like, the fake outrage is ridiculous. It's like, I don't understand why. Well, I do understand, but it's just interesting to me how privileged people never want to, like, just take an L just one time. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not just white people, it's light skinned people too. Beyonce is kind of like that for her too. I'm sorry, but it is. Like, they never just want to take an L and let the underdog win. Have you noticed that? And it's the same thing I mentioned um when I was talking about like white men, and Trump, trying to take the country back. Like, when people, on a lower tier of the hierarchy start getting a little bit more recognition, a little bit more power, they just start crying because they're so used to getting all of the praise. And it's like, damn, let somebody else get it for a minute. Dang, y'all can't sit down for a minute. Next year, it's probably gonna be all yours. Like, come on now. Right, and DEI mostly benefits white people. Exactly, exactly. So if anybody been getting all these DEI awards all these years, it's white people. White women specifically, i.e. Taylor Swift. Hello, this is why she up here dancing like this. Baby, this is the main DEI recipient right here. This is it. You know it's true. You know it's true. And to all the black people celebrating Beyonce and Doechii winning and thinking that this will be the norm, I'm so sorry to like ruin your fantasy, but just don't get comfortable, okay? Like I said in my last video about Trump dismantling DEI, white people, they're never going to promote you, they're never going to reward you or represent you in the way that you want or should be represented, okay? They may give you some trinkets here and there, right? But they're always going to show favoritism to white people because this is their shit. And in reality, and I have to say this again, y'all hate when I say this, but what black people should have been doing is putting more effort and more investment in their own award shows and stop giving the Grammy so much value and credibility. Y'all need to be trying to improve the EBT awards and stop having all them technical difficulties every year. Okay? Oh, that's all I'm saying. Make something a little bit more prestigious and classy for your own people. Then you wouldn't have to run to the Grammys. You feel what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. And that's why we can't have nice things. And even though I'm very happy for Doechii and Beyonce and all the black women who won this year, I am still under no illusion about how biased these award institutions are. And I can't stress that enough. And, when it comes to dark skinned women specifically, it really does say a lot that Doechii even had to get up there and remind black women in her speech that black women and dark skinned black women specifically belong in these spaces. And I really liked her speech. I like that she doesn't have imposter syndrome, right? I like that she's like, look, I belong here. I'm just as good as anyone else. I love that about her. And in this speech, she says, I put my heart and soul into this mixtape. I bared my life. I went through so much. I dedicated myself to sobriety, and God told me he would reward me and show me just how good it could get. And we're going to skip some of this. And she says, I know there is some black girl out there, so many black women out there that are watching me right now. And I want to tell you, you can do it. Anything is possible. Don't allow anybody to project any stereotypes on you. Tell you that you can't be here. Tell you that you're too dark, that you're not smart enough, that you're too dramatic, you're too loud. You're exactly who you need to be. And I'm a testimony. So I thought that was a really good speech. And I would just add on here, which Doechii, she's not there yet, but I would just add that you don't even need this award to make you feel like you're popping. You should feel popping even without this. Because as you see, they've been rigging the show the whole time. So it hasn't even been fair. So it's like you don't even need this to feel like you're worthy. You don't. You're worthy without it. Again, I'm not saying don't strive for it, to add it to your resume for level up purposes, social climbing purposes, or whatever. But I hope that Doechii, going forward, will emotionally detach herself from it a little bit, because girl, you don't need it to be that girl. You was that girl anyway. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I just look forward to the day where black people and black women kind of emotionally detach themselves and detach their worth from these awards, because it's not real. It's not. It's so biased. It's fake. Yeah. Again, happy for her. I'm happy that she's happy, but we got to call a thing a thing. And again, I understand the value of the optics, right? The optics, the representation, that is what I like about it, right? That is why I think it's necessary. But am I emotionally attached to it? No. No. But hell yeah, for the optics, for the resume, absolutely. And I do think that her award for Best Rap Album is well deserved. I thought her performance was pretty good. I really liked, her bending backwards. I liked the acrobatics of it all, right? I thought the performance was good. But one thing I didn't like, and this goes back to optics, but I didn't like that she was the darkest one up there and the most naked when it comes to the performers. I know Shakira was a little bit naked, she was a little bit sexual, but Doechii was the most naked. I know she was fully clothed at first and it was like a reveal, but I hate how it's always the darkest, most unambiguous woman who feels like they have to be naked. You know, and Doechii, she's kind of young. Well, she's been on in the game for a while, she's been here for a while. But she's just reaching the top. And I hope that, she doesn't feel like she always, and I know Doechii, she's like all over the place with her aesthetic. So I hope that she doesn't feel like when she goes to these bigger award shows that she always has to get naked to get noticed. So that part kind of turned me off. I'm not gonna lie. Even if she kind of took the top off and kept the bottoms on, I feel like it would have been better optics wise. Okay. But in my opinion, it says a lot that she still feels like she has to do this at the Grammys, And that means, ladies, we still have a long way to go, because Dark-skinned black women shouldn't still feel like they have to be naked to be seen. Black woman rap artists should not always feel like they have to be naked to be seen. Yeah. So that turned me off a little bit. Now, I will say, she looks amazing. I mean, her body looks amazing. Her skin is just superior. Like that dark, smooth, beautiful skin. I think she's a very beautiful woman, but I don't think she had to do all this. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm glad that some of us in here agree with that. Yeah, Dirtbag says, she's bringing up Britney Spears. I agree. Britney Spears was naked a lot, but we're specifically talking about black female rap artists. There's a lot of white women who are in Britney Spears' lane that don't have to do none of that, and they're just as successful. Look at Billie Eilish. You get what I'm saying? She didn't have to do all that. So, I understand how y'all like to compare white women to black women, but it's not the same. Our history is not the same. We have a history of being hypersexualized as black women and feeling like we have to do that to get ahead, and it's not necessary. Yeah, so a lot of things can't be directly compared to white women. I hate to break it to you, but a lot of things cannot. And I also feel like it says a lot that dark skinned women specifically have to cling so hard to Beyonce, who, and I have to say it, I know I'm gonna make some of y'all mad, but it's a shame that dark skinned women have to cling to a light skinned mixedish woman to feel like they have a win. And it's because she's been the primary representation of black woman excellence for all these years. And it's a shame that this is the main person that y'all have to cling to. I love Beyonce down, honey. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan. But it's like the way y'all have to go so hard for Beyonce is very telling. And it's because you don't see enough of your own image. And Beyonce, you feel like Beyonce is all you have. That's a problem. That's why I was so happy to see Doechii. This is why Doechii is so good for the optics. You get what I'm saying? This is why she's so good for the optics, because y'all need more people. You need more people, right? Because all you have is Beyonce to cling to. And it's a shame that y'all have to fight for her because, she'll give you some spotlight here and there. She'll shout out all the black woman artists like Brittany Spencer and Raina Roberts. Shout out to them. And I think it's nice for Beyonce to use her privilege to give black women opportunities, but at the same time, y'all, I have to call a thing a thing. I can't jump up and down and go crazy about dark-skinned black women consistently existing in Beyonce's shadow, right? I'm not going to worship her or fight tooth and nail for a woman who pretty much used colorism to her advantage. And then she gives these 2 minutes of shine to the dark-skinned women she basically undermined to get where she's at. Because like it or not, black women, that's what she's doing. So essentially, you're fighting for Beyonce to perpetually, like, you're fighting for black women, dark-skinned black women specifically, to perpetually remain in Beyonce's shadow. And I'm sorry if I'm ruining your black girl fantasy right now. But, some of us dark-skinned women, we think more highly of ourselves. We aren't always willing to accept being the background or the sidekick position next to light-skinned women and mixed race women. We're not that desperate. Our self-esteem is higher than that. Okay? And it's a shame to me that the dark-skinned black woman, the mainstream representation, and the optics are so lacking that you have to cling to a light-skinned mixed woman. You know? That's a shame to me. I just have to be honest about it. And it's a shame that black people aren't better at showcasing dark-skinned black women at our so-called black award shows. This is why I will continue to say it really all goes back to black men, because white men, they're creating spaces for their women to thrive. They're creating spaces for their women to be up in there like this. You feel me? That's what white men did for their women. Black men did not. So now you gotta beg. You gotta beg to be represented at these award shows. Even Beyonce has to beg. Okay, even she got to beg. And it also says a lot that Beyonce, she can't just do a country album and pay homage to the black roots of country music without having to toe the line and tiptoe around white people and whitewash herself with this platinum blonde wig and put a whole bunch of dog whistles in this cowboy country, or what is it, Cowboy Carter album, to like be accepted. You know what I mean? Because be clear, that's what she's been doing this entire time. Like, okay, this album is gonna be for black people, but you know, because I want to be visible, I gotta toe the line a little bit and put the dog whistles in there. I can't really say it like I want to say it, so you know, I still gotta kind of whitewash myself, but you know, it's still for y'all though. That's what this is. I mean, this unfortunately is, this is what black people have to do. And she did this interview with Kevin Frazier after the Grammys, and I would play it, but I don't want to get hit with the copyright. But in the interview, uh oh, thank you. Who was that? Wait. Did somebody just super chat? Why did it disappear? Oh, say Carrie, thank you. She says, I love what you are saying, Chrissy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. But you know, in the interview, Kevin brought up the banjo and country music, and Beyonce, she alluded to its African roots, right? And she said without saying that country music started with black people. And she said everybody, including black people, should be accepted. She didn't say black people, but she said everybody should be accepted no matter where they're from, right? Because basically she was saying because it started with black people. But she couldn't quite say it like that in the interview. She had to do the PR version, which, by the way, was superb. Like, look up the interview. You know, I love marketing, so and I have an education. My educational background is in marketing, so I always pick up on stuff like that. But the PR version of what she was saying, again, it was a heavy dog whistle, right? She's been trained very well. Like, this interview was so good. I was like, yeah, this is this is the way you have to say it because of where you're at. You know, so it was very, very good the way she worded everything. But just the fact that she has to do all of that, it tells you that the Grammys and the industry isn't really for black people like that. You know, and even light-skinned and mixed people are like Beyonce, are being tolerated because of their proximity to whiteness, right? She's being tolerated. Right? Beyonce, and don't get me wrong, she's won several Grammys. She's worked very hard, right? But she's still a token to them. And she is the quote unquote acceptable black person, black woman for the mainstream. She's also the acceptable black woman for the black community. And y'all don't want to talk about that though. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about how she's even the acceptable black person for you as a black woman and a black man. You don't want to talk about that. Cardi B is the acceptable version of black for y'all. So black people are a part of the problem too. Yeah, Tyla, the way dark-skinned black women specifically went hard for Tyla. What? Y'all just keep doing this to yourselves over and over again. So you're assisting white people in your own erasure, and then you complain about it. So many dark skinned women that I mentioned earlier won Grammys this year. And the main person I see black women talking about is Beyonce. When that woman been in our faces up front and center for 25 years. And look, I know it's partially because she won the album of the year. But if y'all care so much about your image and black women winning awards, why can't you at least, at the very least, when you're mentioning Beyonce, mention the other black women who won? And that's why I acknowledged them in the beginning of this live stream, because, if you're going to talk about black women getting Grammy recognition, also talk about the black women who look like you, who look closer to you. I understand that we tend to pay more attention to the people who are mainstream and the people who are forced on us. But if you know that, then it's up to you to make the effort to seek those other people out, those other women out. Find them, shout them out while you're shouting out Beyonce. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I mentioned Tim's earlier. I mentioned Rhapsody earlier in the stream. I mentioned all of the other black women who won Grammys. So yeah, I just want black women to be mindful of that. Now moving on to Kendrick Lamar. He won like 4 or 5 awards for Not Like Us. I know one was for Record of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Music Video, I think. And I was laughing, like, again, black people are so ghetto. I was laughing at this speech because they were so ghetto, and Kendrick was so unrehearsed. And who is this nigga in this tight ass sweater in the back? He got on the mic talking about some West Side with his tight ass sweater. A child, and it looked like a sweater his grandma crocheted. Like, what is going on? It was very ghetto. I can't remember his name. I know who he is. I can't remember his name. But anyway, listen, I have never heard of a beef record winning this many Grammys, okay? And all I know, and I have to say it, but all I know is that a dark-skinned black woman artist could never win multiple Grammys from attacking a biracial woman in a beef song. It would not matter how good the song was. It would not matter who started the beef. A dark-skinned woman could have never pulled this off. We would have been labeled insecure, jealous. We would have been labeled a hater. And we would have never made it this far doing what Kendrick did. But again, this goes to show you how prevalent colorism is, not only in the black community, but in society at large. It's woven all throughout these corporations and institutions, including the Grammys. Gendered colorism specifically, that benefits dark-skinned black men and light-skinned and mixed race women. And it also shows how much privilege black men have in the industry specifically. Because has anybody even ever won a Grammy for a beef track? I mean, and I see black people celebrating Kendrick's victory. The culture, they really embraced Not Like Us. Like, they really jumped on this. They really embraced it. They embraced unambiguous dark-skinned black men taking hip-hop back from this biracial man, who they put on, by the way, and allowed to rise to the top, but whatever. They took it back, which they were supposed to do. They took it back, right? But I do wonder, though, if Kendrick will ever be able to, I don't know. Will let me know what you guys think. Do you think Kendrick will ever be able to top this moment on his own without beefing? What do y'all think? I mean, I'm not saying the track was bad. I'm not saying it was bad. I thought it was good too. Like, and Kendrick is arguably the better rapper. But when it comes to better music, I gotta side with Drake. I mean, it's more Drake music in my playlist. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Aubrey's music. Okay, I don't know. I fuck with Aubrey's music. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie about it. I know he's a colonizer. Okay, I like his music a little bit better, a lot better than Kendrick's. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't think that Kendrick will be able to top this moment ever again. Because if you know if he can't, right, and Drake is able to come back and top the charts with more popular, memorable music like he was doing before, that means that a beef record is gonna be the biggest part of Kendrick's legacy. And I don't know about y'all, like I know he's a good rapper, but that's not a flex if you ask me. That's not a flex. And some people will say, oh, well, Kendrick has always been a better rapper and racism and colorism is what helped Drake get to the top. And I don't know if I 100% agree with that because, again, the gendered colorism, right? The gendered colorism. Dark skinned black men have always dominated hip hop, right? Black men who look like Kendrick have always dominated hip hop. So why did he have to beef to reach this level of success? They don't usually have to do that, right? They don't have to go through all those antics to rise to the top. There are plenty of dark skinned black male rappers that have better music than Kendrick, right? And they have gotten accolades for their music, and they were not beef songs. So oh, somebody said this is his third time taking 5 Grammys in one night. I think he can do it again. Okay. Okay. Well, see, I didn't know that either. But I just never still, even though he's already taken home 5 Grammys before this, you've never really heard this much buzz around Kendrick before this. Like, I don't care what you guys say. Like, yeah, he's been acknowledged, but you've never heard this much buzz around Kendrick before he started beefing with Drake. I mean, let's just be honest about that. And I don't know why black women are up in here caping for Kendrick because he don't like you either. He don't like you. I see a bunch of dark skinned black woman faces in the chat caping for Kendrick. He didn't marry a woman who looks like you. He be throwing these dark skinned fat women in his video to pander to you. Y'all are so naive and so gullible. And it's pathetic. Y'all look ridiculous. Kendrick don't fuck with y'all. And neither do most of the black men in rap music. Like, if y'all don't stop, like, you look, it's embarrassing. You are embarrassing me. Stop caping for this man. No, I'm not wrong about Kendrick. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. He's never been this elevated before. I remember him being popular, don't get me wrong. But he's never been this elevated before Drake. Before his Drake beef. Sorry, he doesn't. He hasn't been. And if you are a black woman in my chat defending Kendrick right now, you are pathetic because he would never defend you like that. You think what he did was for the culture, it was for hip hop and it was for black men. It was not for you, ladies. It was not for you. And just because he threw some dark-skinned fat women in his video doesn't mean what he did is going to trickle down to you. That doesn't mean it's for you. Sorry to burst your bubble. I'm sorry to break your, pro-black culture for the culture, not like us fantasy, but that doesn't apply to you. The not like us is for biracial men. Okay? When he's saying they're not like us, he's talking about biracial men. He's not talking about biracial women. Okay? He's not talking about women who look like his wife, who looks like Drake. Okay? When he said not like us, when black men of hip hop say not like us, they're talking about biracial men. They're not talking about biracial women. So what you think is they're doing, like elevating the black male image, That doesn't trickle down to you, boo boo. Sorry. Sorry. It's not going to trickle down to you, boo boo. So I don't know what you thought this was, but this is not a space to mammy for black men. And especially not these niggas in hip hop that don't even fuck with you like that. That pander to you. They don't fuck with you. I didn't say Drake was any better. I like his music better. I didn't say Drake was any better. But am I going to attack him on behalf of Kendrick and for this fake stuff he's doing for the culture? No. No. To me, they're on an equal playing field. Because don't either one of them do shit for black women. They're on an equal playing field. And if I have to pick one based on whose music I like better, I'm picking Drake. Sorry. Not to mention, the hip hop niggas let his biracial ass in. They let him in. It was an unambiguous black man who put him on game. That's their fault. Annie, explain to me how I'm mammying for Drake. When did I ever mammy for Drake? Me saying I like his music better is not mammying for Drake. What you're doing is you're mammying for Kendrick. You feel dumb. So now you're trying to equalize it to what I'm doing, which is not the same thing. We're not the same. Let's be honest here. Just do better next time and stop mammying for Kendrick and these niggas who don't like you. Just do better. You don't have to compare me because we're not the same. Okay? I'm so sorry. We're not. We're not. Look, I'm having fun with this. Y'all saying I sound pressed, I sound triggered. No, I think you're pressed and you're triggered because I'm not willing to mammy for Kendrick like you are. So again, don't compare me. Don't project your feelings onto me. You're triggered and you're mad. Something I said about Kendrick triggered you. So now you're upset. But here's what I say to Kendrick. I don't care. I'm dancing like I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm carefree about this shit. I don't give a fuck about Kendrick like y'all do. Yeah, y'all just mad because I told the truth. Just do better next time. You don't have to project onto me. You don't you don't you don't have to project your mammying onto me. That's what you're doing for Kendrick. Not my and look, they want me to change the topic now because they're embarrassed. Change the topic, girl. Whatever. Just do better next time. That's all you have to do. Do better. Stop uplifting these men that will never do the same for you. Stop siding with them on this not like us shit because it's not for you, black women. It's not for you. You don't benefit from any of that. Yeah, I know I asked the question and I'm responding to the answer. That's what this is. This is a back and forth. So if I see the mammying in my chat, I'm gonna address it. If you don't want to be addressed as a mammy, don't mammy in the chat. It's not my fault. Sorry. You don't have to agree with my take. It still doesn't mean you're right, though. It still doesn't mean you're not a mammy. So if you're embarrassed by that, change it. That's all I'm saying. And my point here was that I am not saying that Kendrick is not a good rapper, okay? But, and you know, it's giving that this was more about black men kicking Drake out of hip hop and ending his career than it was about Kendrick being really that good. And I'm just gonna say it, even though he's a good rapper, I don't feel like it was even about that for the men, the way that the black women in the chat are making it. For you, it was about, oh, the culture. It was about, oh, he's a better rapper. But for the men, it was just about them claiming their territory. And see, this is where black women lose because you don't understand men. And you definitely don't understand black men and the games that they play. See, they win because they have you as their cheerleaders and they have you on the sidelines making it about culture and making it about the community, when to them it's not really even about that. It's about uplifting black men. It's about centering black men and their image. It don't have nothing to do with you, because they gonna center them, the black male image, them and themselves, and they're gonna center the women who look like Kendrick's wife, and continue to say not like us to the men who look like his wife. That's the game they play with you, and you fall for it because you think it's for the culture. It's for all of us. No, it's for them. Sorry. I'm sorry to break your fantasy. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. And again, I have to reiterate, I'm not saying that Kendrick isn't the better rapper. He is. But I would really be surprised if he can reach this level of success again and visibility on his own without beefing. I could be wrong. But only time will tell. Let's see if Kendrick ever sees this moment again without beefing with Drake. And then if they do, I'll come back and be like, you know what? I was wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Mona says you calling the very same black women you want to be conscious mammies, because some of y'all are. Y'all are mammies for black men. Y'all are mammies for light-skinned mixed race women. You're mammies for Beyonce too. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? That's just the truth. You're mammies for all the people, the wrong people, and the people who really don't benefit you in the long run. And so if you thought this channel was a mammy channel for black men and light-skinned women, I'm sorry, that's not what you're going to get over here. Go to all the other channels who are kissing Kendrick's ass and kissing Beyonce's ass. You're not going to find that over here. You're not. DB says Drake carried Kendrick to this moment. Exactly. So if you don't want to be called a mammy, just don't be one. And you won't be called one. So let's move on. So as I mentioned earlier, the Grammy CEO, he came out and pretty much acknowledged that artists have been snubbed at the Grammys, specifically black artists. And he announced that, you know, they made amends with The Weeknd, who at one point, like I said earlier, he announced he was boycotting the Grammys. And then then the CEO, he brought him out, he introduced him, as if that makes up for all of the other artists they snubbed, especially black and female artists. So, to me, his little speech was performative, but whatever. They still gonna do what they do. And didn't I tell y'all that niggas boycotts are unserious? Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all they are usually short-lived by black people, these little boycotts y'all be trying to do? Didn't I say that? Okay. What is Abel? A half nigga? He's a half nigga. Regardless. He's mixed. Yeah, he's mixed too. Yeah, I know he's East African, but they can be mixed too. But the boycotts, they don't last. They don't. This is why I don't take y'all serious. This is why I don't do it. And by the way, Abel is another one. I love his music. The Weeknd is heavy in my playlist. But, he's an example of how unserious niggas are, or mixed niggas are, when they say they're not going to boycott these racist corporations, or when they say they are going to boycott them. And the Grammys, listen, they're not going to stop being what they are because, they apologize to Abel. Them apologizing to The Weeknd, they ain't gonna stop being what they are, because they're just not. They're not gonna stop being what they are because Beyonce won Album of the Year. They're not. And because they know y'all not serious too. They know y'all not gonna boycott them. And like I said before, it's because y'all don't have a replacement that you feel is adequate enough. You don't have a Grammys replacement. You don't have a black Grammys, that's really prestigious enough for you to feel, like it's just as valuable as a Grammy. Well, why don't you create that? Why don't the black elites create that? And then, put out the word to other black people like, okay, Grammys don't matter anymore. We got this. Like, why can't black people just do that? No, because you don't want shit for yourselves. That's why. And this is why I burned the cake for the community, because y'all are trash. And all you have is the ghetto ass EBT awards. It's always technical difficulties. The hip hop awards, I mean, I don't even have to say much. They're just always a mess. Always a mess. Okay, the Soul Train Awards, I guess that was a little better. NAACP Awards, a little bit better. But I feel like we need an equivalent to the Grammys for black people. But y'all not gonna create. Black men ain't gonna create that. They don't want it bad enough. So y'all just gonna keep it still crying about these white-owned award shows. It's just pathetic. So next up is the Quincy Jones tribute. This is Janelle Monáe. She sang Michael Jackson's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. And y'all know Mike is my favorite artist of all time. As far as his music, I love his music the most out of everybody. But, I wasn't in love with the vocals here. I'll be honest. The song was nostalgic. Love the song. Love Janelle. I think she's very talented. She brought high energy to the song. I think her moonwalk was very, very good. Um, but that was the best part to me, just the moonwalk. I just wasn't blown away by this performance, but Janelle is still that girl. She's still that girl. So, you know, it just wasn't the performance for me this time. And I don't even know. I can't think of anybody who I would have rather seen do it. I heard somebody say Sierra. I think that would have been she. I don't know though. I don't think Sierra would have hit them vocals either. And I kind of feel like, for this song, maybe they should have lowered the key a little bit because, I mean, she didn't even get the first note out. She didn't even get the first note out. I was like, dang, I know she was moving a little bit, so maybe that's why. But girl, I didn't like it. But we love Janelle though. We still love Janelle. Yeah, it just wasn't that good. I don't know. Maybe she should have lip synced. If she wasn't able to get that first note out, girl, you should have just lip synced and done it that way. Maybe that was should have been a better choice, or should have been the choice. Next is Cynthia Erivo. She's not my favorite person because she was shitting on Americans, black Americans back in the day. But I will say she, performed very well. The mic was on. Okay. She did very, very well. She has a very nice voice. I thought she did a really, really good job. Um, Very well rehearsed. You can tell Cynthia really works hard. So even though I really don't care for her like that, you can't take away her talent. So that's all I have to say on that. Um, Lainey Wilson, to me, this was the wrong song choice for her. Like, what did she sing? What was the song she sang? She sang, was it Let the Good Times? No, what was it? Y'all put it in the chat. I forget, but it was a blues song. She wasn't given enough soul. Like, I needed a black blues artist. I'm sorry. Like, and this is again what, the Grammys will do. They just be giving the wrong people the black songs, and it's like, no, no, we needed somebody with a little bit more soul to sing that song. Illustria says black people complain about not having things, but when you get it, you make fun of it. Call it the EBT Awards. Listen, We don't have to accept every little thing that black people give us because it's black. It still needs to be good. And the reason why y'all still are begging the Grammys is because the EBT Awards is not up to par like it should be. So it needs to be better, or it needs to be something different. And not to mention the colorism in those award shows as well, the black award shows. So just because they're black doesn't mean we have to accept them. They still have to be good. Yeah, if it's trash, that's almost like it didn't exist anyway. You get what I'm saying? So it can't be trash. You can't just have something just for the sake of having it. Sorry. See, I feel like y'all are so starved for things. Like, you're so starved for representation. You're so starved for black spaces that when you get it, you just want to embrace it, even though it's trash. And it's like, no, just like you have certain standards for, the Grammys, you should have them for your own shows. Yeah, DJ, black people deserve to have standards as well, and we should have them as well. And honestly, if the EBT Awards were good enough, you wouldn't feel like you needed a Grammy. Let's just be honest here. So they have some work to do. And it doesn't even mean, when I say that, it doesn't mean they even have to be exactly like the Grammys. They can make it black. They can make it real, real cute and cultural and ethnic. Like, we don't even it doesn't even have to be like the Grammys. It just needs to be better than the EBT Awards. Way better and more classy. But yeah, Lainey was the wrong artist for this song. Uh it just wasn't good. Stevie Wonder playing the harmonica, it was a little long for me. It lasted a little too long in my opinion. The singing was okay. He's a little older. He don't, got it how he used to have it, but it was all right. It was just okay. And next up is Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Their tribute to Los Angeles was really really good. The mic was on. The harmony they did at the end of this song was so good. And I really like Die with a Smile. I love that song. So I think their award for that was well deserved. I thought they did really, really good. And I don't like Bruno on everything. Like, I feel like they be giving him the wrong songs too sometimes, but this in particular was really sounded good. Did they have a background of white women for Quincy Jones? What? What do you mean by that? Selena said he's adorable. Coke debt and all. That's true. Bruno, I think he is attractive, but yeah, he's kind of small, but I think he's attractive. That is so funny. Who's next? Shakira. I thought Shakira's performance was really good. Shakira looks exactly the same. Like, she looks like she's not aging at all. I don't know if it's genetics or plastic surgery, but it looks natural, and I thought she looks great. Every time you see her, she looks great. And if it is plastic surgery, this is the kind of plastic surgery the girls need to start getting because it's undetectable, really. You know, if it even is fake, maybe it's just her genetics. I don't know, but she looks really really good, and I thought she did a really good job. The belly dancing was on point. Everything was good. Everything was good. Next up is Chappell Roan. I really like Chappell's performance. Pink Pony Club is my favorite song from her, so I was happy to see her perform it. I also think that Chappell winning Best New Artist was well deserved. I think it was. I think she deserved the award because I fuck with Chappell. I fuck with some of her music, and she had the pink pony on the stage. Y'all are like, who? Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know who Chappell is. Look up Pink Pony Club. I thought it was. That's my favorite song from her. I think it's good. Next up is Benjamin Boone. I really like his song. Like, this is the hook on this song is so good. And when I say the girls, they don't really the girls and the boys, they don't be making hooks like this no more. Like the hook on this song, what is it called? Beautiful Things. It's just so good. Like, it comes in so strong. Like, it's such a powerful, catchy hook. It's just really impactful. I love the hook on this song. I really like his energy, the energy that he brings in his performances. The backflips are a really fun touch. One thing he gonna do is backflip. I don't know about that tight ass, 70s inspired outfit, the with the bell bottoms. I wasn't really feeling that. But yeah. Oh, the Elvis outfit. Okay, well, whatever, the Elvis outfit, I don't like it. But yeah. So anyway, that's it on Benjamin Boone. Billie Eilish, again, like I said in the beginning, I like her album Hit Me Hard and Soft. I do. But I don't know, her performances really don't grab me like that. They don't move me like that. I thought the performance was just okay, you know, nothing to write home about. But I think Billie is just genius. I think her and Phineas are very talented songwriters, but she doesn't do it for me in the performance arena. Kind of like Taylor Swift. Really good songwriter, just doesn't move me performance wise. But everybody can't do it all. So whatever, that's all I have to say on Billie. Next up is Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina, she's not my cup of tea either. I'm sorry. I never really cared for espresso. She's a cute girl. I see why people like her. You know what I'm saying? But her music never really moved me like that. And I believe I listened to her album before. Yeah, I don't like espresso. And I feel the same way about Dua Lipa. All the hype around her, I wasn't in love with her music. Sorry. Maybe give me a song. Y'all like her. I see y'all. I got some Sabrina Carpenter fans in here. Give me a song to listen to. Cause I don't like espresso. But again, she has this bubbly personality about her. She has like this sweet personality, sweet vibe about her. She's cute. So I understand why y'all like her. And she's talented, but she's just not my cup of tea. Josephine says her femininity is her charm. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I could see her being charming. Yeah, she gives off that vibe. Bed Chim. Okay, I'll listen to it. I'll give her another chance. I'm open to changing my mind. So I'll give her another chance. I'll listen to her. NMC says beautiful gowns. Oh, yeah, but the girls love Sabrina, so okay. Raye is next. I wasn't very familiar with Raye, but she's a good singer. And I did after I heard this performance, I went to download the song. And I've heard of her before, but I just never really listened to her. But I like this performance. I will say that during this performance, I feel like she overperformed a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like she did a little bit too much. She has a big voice, right? And I feel like she's one of those people who oversings, from what I can tell, at least when she performs. And when you have a big, powerful voice like that, you don't have to do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. So I feel like, and then on this song, like, I'm not a big fan of the talk singing, the sing talking. I don't like that really. Uh, Not my thing. But she is still very, very talented. Very talented. I just think she didn't have to. You know how Cynthia Erivo, she has a big voice too. And, she didn't overdo it. She did her little runs here and there. She knew how to calm it down when it was time to calm down and just sing. Raye needs to do more of that. You don't have to belt all the time and just, do all these, I don't know, gymnastics with your voice when it's not necessary. I think back when Beyonce first came out, she was doing a lot of that too. And then she kind of calmed down with that. It's like when you have the voice, when you have the runs, you don't have to run and belt all the time. You get what I'm saying? And in the wrong places. So that's my only critique for her performance, even though I thought that she's really, really good. Who else? Alicia Keys, once again. Y'all be getting mad when I say this, but I am so tired of seeing Alicia Keys at these award shows. I feel like they keep forcing her to be on these award shows. I'm so sorry. And she won the Dr. Dre Impact Award. And the fact that Dr. Dre, a well-known woman beater, has an award named after him is wild to me. It's wild to me. Like, why does this nigga have an award? Yeah, Dr. Dre Impact Award. But he's successful in the music industry, so I get it, but I'm just saying. He's the only person that really ain't been Diddy yet. You know what I mean? Like, when he's kind of similar to Diddy. He is. But again, that points to the black male privilege in the music industry. But I part of Alicia's speech was kind of cute, so I give her that. But no, I'm not saying that Alicia Keys isn't a legend. I think she's good, but it's like, I mean, at least this time she was accepting an award and not playing that piano screeching with her voice cracking. At least that didn't happen this time. Okay. But I mean, I think out of all the award shows, maybe this one was a little bit more appropriate. At least she was getting an award on this one and not singing her old ass songs on this piano. Like, I just feel like they be forcing it. They be forcing it. That's all I'm saying. They be forcing it a little bit with Alicia, even though I like some of her music. I like Alicia, but girl, I wonder what she's gonna do in the next award show, because she's gonna show up and do something. Like, they always gotta have her on the show. Oh. Princess Lioness says people pick and choose when they care about abusers. Yep, and especially black people. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like some of Alicia's music. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, is she that legendary to keep showing up on these shows when she really don't have no relevant music like that? I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing her sing New York on that piano in the wrong key with her voice cracking. I'm tired of it. So I just hope that she's not at the next award doing that. That's all I'm saying. So next, I just wanted to talk about Kanye West and his wife and their red carpet antics. Um, basically she had on like this see-through dress, his wife did. And one report I read said that they were escorted out by the police. And then another report I read said that they left on their own. So I don't know what's true. And then Kanye said afterward that his wife was the most Googled person after the award show. People were Googling her the most for the Grammys. And so I just kind of feel, first of all, Kanye West, there's some mental illness there. So there's that. And it's also, I feel like he, feels like his relevancy is slipping away. And so, he has to resort to these kind of antics to feel important. And he's using his wife to do it. And poor thing, she's just there for the ride. She's there for the money. And she just does whatever he says. It's just like, this is embarrassing for him and his wife. They're just an embarrassment. And I just know Kim Kardashian, I know she just probably regrets every day that she had children by this nigga. Like, because this is embarrassing. I mean, not only is he embarrassed, I mean, he's embarrassing his children. If I was his children are old enough to be on the internet, at least North is. That little girl's always on the internet. So she's seeing these shenanigans. And he's probably mentally fucking her up too. And it's just really sad. And Kanye, I don't know if he just doesn't take his medication, but he really needs to get the help that he needs, because I don't think the medication and the therapy or whatever else he's getting for his issues, I don't think it's working. Blossoming Bloom says he's trying to get revenge porn on Kim by using her lookalike. Is sick. Yeah, that's another thing. Very, very weird behavior. And you can tell he's still obsessed and in love with Kim. And ew. And yeah, Rainy Bubble says Kim liked the attention though. Yep. Yep. She made her bed, so this is what she has to lie in. If I were her, I would just be so embarrassed. I would just be so like, and you never know because Kanye is so unpredictable. And so it's like every, month or so, every couple months, he's always coming out with some bullshit. It's just, ugh. Y'all said Kim is no better. Yeah, in terms of her image, but girl, I mean, at least she's not like coming out every other month pulling stunts like this. She ain't really doing this. Banji Baby says she needs to be in the loony bin with him. Yeah, they both like he's mentally ill, and he got a woman who's willing to play his games. Did I see Who's Christmas video? Y'all said Kim was naked too. Has she ever been this naked before? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Selena says Kim is forever tainted. She cannot come back from her past. Yeah, she definitely has already ruined her reputation herself. And then Kanye, oh my God. This is part of her reputation. This is part of her legacy. That's why I say, like, I'm sorry. I would not want that life for all the money in the world. I would not want to be attached to a nigga like this and have the reputation that they have. Just the Kardashians, the whole family, Kanye, all of it. I wouldn't want that for all the money in the world. It's just sad to me. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the red carpet review. Oh wait, I'm clicking the wrong thing. All right, here we go for the red carpet reviews. I only put people in here that I am somewhat familiar with. I think I think this is a really good look for her. I like this dress. I love the red. And this would look better in real time. Like it's sparkly. The dress is really sparkly. And I just really love this look. I love the red lip. I love everything about it. Yeah, so Taylor, that's 10 out of 10 for me. This is Sabrina Carpenter. And I don't know any of these designers. You guys can feel free to inform me in the chat. Um, hmm. Okay. The feathers on the hips throw me off. Like, I get that that was added there for the dramatic effect. I don't know if I like it though. And if you notice, like when I was looking through some of these pictures, a theme this year is feathers. So I don't know if that's coming back in style. Um, but I guess without the feathers around the hip area, I guess, it wouldn't really, it would be a little too basic, but I guess I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. HUR says Sabrina keeps trying to do the Marilyn Monroe 50s vibe. It's not working. Okay, I could see what you mean by that. Yeah. If you trying to do Marilyn Monroe, this ain't the way to do it. Yeah. Not my thing. Who's next? I'm sorry, who is this? I know who this is. I can't picture her name. What is her I can't think of her name. What is her name? You guys can put it in the chat. Hmm. This was kind of, a gothy vibe. I don't know. I feel like I would have liked this a little bit better without the shoes. Without the the boots. Or what are these shoes called? I can't think today. That go all the way up your leg. I forget the name of them. But I think but I'm trying to think what would make it better. Yeah, Charlie XCX. Yeah. I forgot her name. I knew who she was though. Yeah, gladiator shoes. That's what they're called. Yeah, thank you. Yaya says this is more of a fashion week look. Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah. Not a Grammys look, fashion week. Yeah. I don't hate the dress though. I just don't really prefer the shoes with it, but I'm trying to figure out what would make it better. Yeah, it's not altogether bad though. I'm not a huge fan of ruffles, but I still don't hate the dress. So next is Billie Eilish. I don't know what's going on here. Billie, I feel like, does she have a stylist? Y'all are, see, y'all are gonna start, uh, calling these people the wrong name like y'all did last time I did a red carpet review. Y'all are hilarious. Yeah, I don't mind Billie being butch, but it's never all the way right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna be butch, maybe she needs to take some pointers from what is that girl's name? Ruby Rose from what is that show called? The L Word. Was she in the L Word? I don't remember. I think it was Ruby Rose. Correct me if I'm wrong. But to me, Billy needs to get some like, cute little suits, the blazers going on. Bella says dresses like a black stud. Okay, orange is a new black. Thank you. Yeah, I can't do it. I see what she's going for though. I don't mind the glasses and the hat, but the outfit is not where it's at. She needs to do like a fitted masculine suit. Like that would look better on her to me. Okay, anyway. Chappell Roan is next. Uh it's giving very much porcelain doll. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And I know Chappell tries to do this drag makeup. I think she intentionally does that to pay homage to the gay community, which nothing is wrong with that. But it's a little too porcelain for me. Yeah. Yeah. But I also don't hate it. I just don't love it. Yeah, yes, you don't like the headpiece. I don't mind the headpiece, but I don't mind this whole thing. I guess it's just not my aesthetic. But I do see what she's going for. It's very Chappell, you know. Yeah, she does that pale face on purpose. Yeah. So next is Lady Gaga. Very Morticia Adams. I like this. I like it. She looks like Morticia Adams. The all black, the goth. I think the hair is doing it for me. I like this whole look. I like the whole thing. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I always forget what Lady Gaga looks like for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, Jack says this is very tame for Gaga. It is very tame for her, but I like it. I like it. Yeah, am I the only one who always feels like she always looks different? Maybe I just don't recognize her face, or I don't memorize her face for some reason. But yeah, I'm down for that look. Sabrina Carpenter. This is very basic black dress, nothing special. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. But she looks cute. Oh, she grown now, honey. She got the sides cut out. She got the plunging neckline, honey. This is her saying that she's grown and she can wear what the fuck she wants to wear. Olivia Rodrigo. What did I say? That's what I meant to say. I meant to say Olivia. What did I say? Y'all know what I meant. Olivia Rodrigo. I had it in my mind. I just said the wrong name. y'all know y'all know I'm bad with names. Okay, I meant Olivia Rodrigo. So yeah, it's just okay. Who's next? Cynthia Erivo. Um, what is that? One of those it looks like that one of those metal looking corsets underneath. It looks like that armor that the Dora Milaje wore in Black Panther underneath. I feel like she just should have worn that without the dress over it. Like, give me the top and then something else at the bottom. That's what it looks like underneath. It looks like that silver, metal armor. What is this kind of top called? I don't know. Is it a corset? Is that what it's called? Um, yeah. That's all I have on this. Who else? Cardi B. Again, feathers are a theme this year. I felt like this looked better in real time. Like when she accepted or when she presented the award at the Grammys, I like this look better, but on the picture, it's just okay to me. But I think Cardi has a really good stylist because she usually looks pretty good at these award shows. Yeah. Very tailored very well. It looks good on her body. So yeah, I'm not mad at this look. I like the hair. I'm not mad at it. So who is next? What is her name? I don't want to get this one wrong. Miley Cyrus. That's who this is, right? Okay, I got this one right. Okay. Miley Cyrus again, basic black dress. This is looks like pleather leather. This needs to be a little bit more fitted for her body. I think that is that's what's messing it up. It's too baggy at the bottom. That's my only critique on this. But I think this would just look so much better if it was fitted properly, in my opinion. Yeah. So that's all I have on that. Alicia Keys. This is okay. I get the vision. I get the vision with the big earrings that match the corset. I don't love it. I don't hate it. The blinged out corset. Yeah. Don't love it. Don't hate it. I think she was trying to give, the whole queenly vibe or whatever. So I get what she was going for. Okay. Who's next? Heidi Klum. That's who this is, right? Heidi Klum. um okay, I can't tell if those are sleeves or a shawl. But that's what needs to go on this. Is it a shawl or are those the actual sleeves? I don't know. But that's the only part I don't like. But I love the dress. I think the dress looks nice. It does look kind of done before, like, this is what a lot of people wear to these award shows. But yeah, just lose the shawls or the shawl or the sleeves. That's it. Other than that, pretty good. I think it would have looked a little bit better if her hair was up too. Yeah, a cute little bun or something. Okay, the next is Paris Hilton. I know who this is. Yeah, same thing here. It just looks like a very done before dress. Nothing special. It just looks like, blinged out nude dress. Yeah, it's just okay. Again, I could do without the shawl on this one, but I don't hate it. I could do without it though. Yeah, and the glasses, I hate the glasses. And again, her hair probably should have been up. Yep. Yeah, J Lo dress. Exactly. Exactly. Um, Tim's. I like this outfit. I don't know if I love the black at the bottom. I feel like I want it to be all gold. I feel like, I want it to be all metallic all the way down. But Tim's is very beautiful, obviously. Yeah. So that's my only critique on that. I still think she looks beautiful though. Next is Doechii. I don't love this look, but Doechii goes for that whole quirky look. It's just okay. It's just okay. Like schoolgirl uniform, kind of like mixed with, I don't know, a business suit. I don't like it. I don't love it, but it's all right. I don't really like her hair either. I didn't like that little finger wave thing on the side with the braids. I don't love that either. I was looking at her hair. I was like, don't really love that. Yeah, I don't care that much for the exaggerated hips either. That's what, and she did that on the, like, when she presented, or when she accepted her award, she had that on too, and it's like, not really my thing. But she's like one of those weird, quirky, out there kind of artists, so that's how they dress, girl. Next is Raye. Um, again, like I said with Tim's, I like the top of this dress. Don't love the bottom. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on the side. Is it like tied on the side in a bow? Yeah. I just like the top. I feel like something different, maybe something sheer at the bottom or just something a little bit more fitted at the bottom without like the bow or the ruching on the side. That's the only thing I would say about this. This is Raye. Yeah, it does give prom dress a little bit. It does. I agree. So next is Glorilla. I just grabbed these pictures from Vogue, so I didn't. I would have liked to seen the front of this dress, but it looks good from the back, but I just can't tell really what it looks like. I should have grabbed another picture. But it looks all right, just basic gown. So that's all I have on that. Who is this? Oh, Victoria Monet. Um, again, the shawl, I don't like it. Oh no, that's a cape. That's actually a cape. It looks like that's a cape, and I don't know. The dress just looks kind of cheap to me. It looks like a stripper dress to me. Yeah, so I don't like this. It just looks kind of cheap to me. It looks unfinished too. Yeah, it's a no for me. Next is Janelle Monet. I don't know. I kind of like this look. I kind of like, the whole lieutenant army thing going on. It's not bad. Or she's supposed to be a police officer. What is this? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is very Janelle Monet. I've seen her look better. I prefer her like in a gown. Um, but I don't hate it. I think she still looks pretty. It's hard for her to look bad because she's so pretty. So, yeah, next is Shakira. Right. Yeah, this is Shakira. I don't know, I kind of like this dress. Yeah, I like the high split. I like the color of it. It looks like navy and it's like orange at the top. Like, I like it. I like this. Kind of bedazzled. Again, I would like to see her hair up though. Like, I feel like with these elaborate gowns, it just looks better when the hair is up, in my opinion. Like in a bun away from the face. So you can really see the dress. So the dress just pops out. You'll say it looks dated. I can see that. I can see that a little bit. Yeah. Not maxi dress. You said it looks very witchy. Kind of, sorta. I don't know. I think I like it though. Next is Jalen. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish here. Like, what was the goal here? Like, why does he have a castle on his head? Was he trying to make a statement? I don't know. It didn't land. Okay. Some people do this very well where they have these elaborate headpieces and it kind of, turns your head a little bit. But nah, I don't like it. He was just trying to he was trying to get attention, that's all. Yeah, it didn't land for me. This is who is this? Is Shabuzi, right? That's his name. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Um, I kind of like this. I like the scarf. The blazer is fitted very well. I think he looks nice. Yeah, he looks nice. Yeah, this is Shabuzi, right? Did I get it right? um, wait, he has a perm? That's what that is? Y'all, I know he does not I thought he had dreads. I'm not familiar with him. I think he has dreads. Yeah, so that's all I have on that. Will Smith. I don't know. This is just kind of basic to me. Not bad, not bad. Will Smith is another one who's aging really well. Oh, I agree. That does kind of look like a Michael Jackson jacket. It does. Mm-hmm. Next is Willow. I can't tell what's under the blazer. Is it a mini skirt? If it's a mini skirt, I like it. But if it's like panties, I don't like it. Um, but I love the hair. I think she looks very pretty still. Yeah, I get the concept. I get the concept. Yeah. I love the afro. Y'all know I love that part. That to me is what I like about this look. Yeah, I think she looks cute. I just can't tell whether that's a mini skirt or panties. I hope it's a mini skirt. Yeah, anyway, next is Omarion. Mm, what is dangling from the suit? Are those like charms or something? This looks just all right. I think the suit is not fitted enough. Like, it's look how long the pants are. Like, did you even get the shit tailored, sir? And then I don't like the charms or whatever's hanging from it. That's all. Okay, next is Lotto. Um, I don't know. I can't really see anything but a coat. Is that what that is? Just a fur coat? I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It's not horrible, but it's just it's not anything special. Yeah. Oh, fur coat is her brand. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So that's like her signature style. Okay. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of big fur coats anyway. Um, but is she trying to do that Lil Kim thing? You know how Lil Kim, that was like her thing back in the day. You know what? I don't think I added Tyler on here because I just grabbed this from the Vogue website. So I don't even think I have Tyler on here. But yeah, Tyler, other than that sand dress she had that one time, I think she looks pretty cute usually. Okay, next is JT. Again, like what is with this, like different the top bottom situation where it's like one color at the top, one color at the bottom. Maybe she's going like with her Cinderella theme, for her I know her album is called Cinderella or something. What is it called? I forget what her album is called, but I really love the visuals for that album. I would have loved it if it was just silver metallic all the way down. Um, but maybe that would have made it too basic. I don't know. But for me, it would look better either silver all the way down or just white all the way. Yeah, City Cinderella, that's what it's called. Yeah, but I don't hate this. I don't hate it. Just not my favorite. I think JT is so pretty. Yeah, so that's all I have on that. Um I know who this is. What's her name? But what is going on, honey? Those look like the yellow latex gloves that you wash dishes with. Mm-mm. Okay, Julia. Is that Julia Fox? Okay. I knew she looked familiar. But what is going on here, girl? I get what she's trying to give, the whole goth look, but girl, she just looks like a stripper with latex gloves on, girl. And y'all like this, okay? Now she got Mr. Clean, not BDSM janitor. That's actually really good. I can't. Oh, that's actually so funny. Okay, anyway. This is that Laney girl. See, and to be honest with you, this is what I would like to see Billie in. This is what Billie needs. She needs to do something like this, minus, the cowboy hat. Doesn't have to be, country, but do something like this. This is just, regular basic black suit with a cowboy hat. Nothing special, but she looks nice. It's kind of boring, but she looks nice still. Next is Coco Jones. Coco usually aces it, but this is not a 10 out of 10 for me. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me. And I think it just looks kind of cheap. And I think, at least on this picture, this could be one of those things that look better in real time, but I don't like the hardware on the dress. The hardware kind of makes it look cheap to me. Baby, this look like a dress you can get from Fashion Nova or something. That's what it looked like. And again, Coco is one of those people, it's hard for her to look bad because she's so beautiful, you know. But this is not 10 out of 10, Coco. Mm-mm. No. Yeah, and it looks dated too. It does. Again, looks like stripper wear, you know. Okay, next is Lucky Day. Hmm. You know, I always thought he was good looking. I think he's an attractive man. I don't know. I think it's this color. Like, I feel like if it would have been all white, he would have looked more dapper, or all black. I don't love this color. That's the only thing. But the style of the outfit, I like. Yeah. So that's all I got. Not Chico stick. I'm yeah, the color is throwing me off. Okay. Next is Money Long. Uh Again, you know, the feathery look. I like this. I like it. I think it's Grammy appropriate, you know? And I think it fits Money's body type well. I'm not the biggest fan of navy blue, I'll be honest, but I do think this is Grammy appropriate, and I think it looks nice. Again, once again, don't y'all think this will look better with her hair up with a bun? Personally, that's what I think. It's like when you have these big bouffant statement pieces, like a shawl or a nice bedazzled dress or whatever it is, put your hair up. Oh, Whitney, I agree with that. Red would have been lit. Yeah, this would have really went off in red. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of navy, but I do think she looks really nice. Um, I don't know who this is, but she looked familiar. I like this. Is she African? This looks very African to me, and I like it. Yeah, I love the fit. I love the color. She blended in with the red carpet, but I do like it. I like the headpiece. Yeah, very, very nice. I don't have any complaints with this one. Um, uh, this is Kelly Uchis, however you say her name. Yeah, the animal print. I mean, is that back in style now? Are we bringing that back? Because no, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Yeah, this is it looks cheap. It's basic. Yeah, it's just all right. Yeah, I don't, and I'm not a big fan of animal print. Now, back in the day when, you know, it was popular, okay, but yeah, maybe it's making a comeback. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. It's not formal enough either. Agreed. Okay, next is Ty Dolla Sign. That's his name, right? I'm pretty sure that's who this is. Yeah, very basic, looks cheap. How you look dusty at the Grammys? How do you look dusty? You got all that money and you still managed to look dusty at the Grammys. Like the coat look, the leather coat looks so cheap to me. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, next. Oh, this is that nigga with the young ass sweater. What is his name? I don't know. And I'm pretty sure that designer sweater is it's a designer sweater, but no. Now it looks better in the picture than it did when he was on stage with Kendrick Lamar. You could tell how little and tight it was. Yeah, Mustard. That's his name, DJ Mustard. Somebody said DJ Ketchup. Yeah, I don't like that. And it looks like, And that's what I don't like about a lot of this designer fashion. No shade. I'm not trying to be like ageist or whatever, but like a lot of it looks like grandpa and grandma fashion, especially like Chanel. It just looks for like it's for old people, but young people wear it because it's designer, and it's like no, it's aging you, and you look ridiculous. So anyway, next is, ooh, what's her name? Y'all put it in the chat. I know her name. Okay, this is just a basic dress. She looks good though. She looks pretty. Nothing to write home about, but Grammy appropriate, formal, nice gown, pretty. Yeah. Yeah, she looks very elegant. Somebody said Fashion Nova. Now that you say that, I can't unsee it. But I still think she looks good. Yeah. Um Ooh, I forgot her name. Y'all can put it in the chat. I don't know what this is. Girl, I don't know. The only goth girl who got it right was Lady Gaga. Or wannabe goth girl. I don't like this at all. This just looks cheap. Again, this looks like something you could get from one of those those sexy stores that sell like the toys and stuff. And they sell like the stripper clothes and the lace, all the lace stuff. This looks like you could literally get that from one of those stores. Yeah, it looks like a club dress. Yeah, not a fan at all. And then the fit is off. Like it don't really fit her body type like that. Yeah, not at all. 0 out of 10. John Legend. Yeah, he just looks basic, nice. Fitted suit, tailored suit. He looks nice. Nothing to write home about, but he does look nice. Um, what's her name? Chrissy Teigen. I like this dress. I'm not sure if it fits her well because it looks like something going on at the bottom, but I actually like this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of y'all say y'all don't like her. I don't really know much about what she be doing, but I heard she's like a mean girl or something. Yeah, I don't keep up with her like that. But I like the dress. I just think it could have been fitted better, or maybe it just doesn't fit her body type well. But I do like the dress itself. Benjamin Boone. Yeah, he looks all right. Something about him though. Like, does he have a background in dance? Because he definitely, he does all those backflips or whatever. Like, he definitely is giving dancer. Muna says this might be worse than the Elvis outfit. Yeah, he loves the 70s, you can tell. Yeah. He looks all right though. This is all right. I don't know why I added this because I don't know who this woman is. Does anybody know who she is? What is the cutouts in the dress, like in the leg area? What is that about? That messes up the whole dress. I honestly feel like I would like this if it wasn't for the cutouts in the front. Am I seeing that correctly? Are those her legs? Like I don't really understand what's going on with this, but I feel like I would really like the dress if those weren't there, and also if it was sleeveless at the top. The sleeves don't need to be there either. So get rid of the sleeves and also the little cutouts in the front. Bella says it looks like a blood clot. No, that's so funny. DJ says she's wearing a heart. Now that y'all said that, I can't unsee it. It does kind of look like that. But I still would like it if it wasn't for those two things. Anyway, next is Phineas and his wife. I'm sorry, I forget her name. Just basic. They look all right. They look nice though. They look Grammy appropriate, formal. They look nice. Nothing to write home about, but they do look nice. Yeah. Yeah, kind of boring. Okay, next is, I think his name is Teddy Swim. If I'm wrong, correct me, but he did perform. I saw his little red nail polish or whatever. I don't know what it is with these men at these award shows and these bedazzled suits. It either goes really wrong or really right. And this is not right. I don't like the embellishing on the suit. Like, and I feel like, that can be done very well, but this is not it though. It's just too much going on. And then he a little too hefty for that, all that to be going on. It just makes him look bigger. I'm sorry, is that fat phobic? But I have to be honest about that. Yeah, when he was performing, I was like, okay, he got his little manicure, his red manicure done. Okay. And then also the hat here, the hat doesn't go well with it. Yeah, too much going on. I agree. Next is Rhapsody. Okay, I love Rhapsody. I love her down, but this image of Grace Jones embroidered on the front of the dress, I get the concept and I appreciate the concepts. We love us some Grace Jones, okay? But it's not giving. It's not giving. I don't even know. And then the top of the dress is off for me. I don't like it. Rhapsody is very pro black. We love that. She's always given homage to the black female artists and entertainers before her. I love that about her. But yeah, I don't like this. I maybe if, I feel like this, what would have made this a little bit better is if Grace was like on the whole dress, starting at the top, and just kind of went on the whole dress, instead of just being like positioned at the bottom like that. Like, give it to me on the whole dress. You know? I think that would have made it so much better. But I'll give her an A for effort. And Rhapsody is so pretty to me. I think she's so pretty. So, yeah. Anyway, who's next? Avery Wilson. I know him because I love his voice. What is with these men and the embellishment on their suit? No, the flowers are not working. I get that he's trying to be high fashion, avant-garde, whatever. But no. And I feel like this could have been done good. Like, maybe if the flowers were okay, what would have made this better? If the flowers were black and they were like roses, in the shape of roses, or even like a deep red, and just maybe a few of them on the collar or something. Or even if it was, just like along the collar, maybe down the sleeves, but just a deep red and rose, actual roses instead of these other type of flowers. Like, it would have been much better. Like, this kind of looks like an art project. Like, this looks like some of those little felt flowers you used to put on your little projects in art class in school. Y'all remember those? The little roses, the little flowers you made out of felt or construction paper. Yeah, it's giving very much arts and crafts. It's very much giving that. Yeah. I don't like it, Avery. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's giving DIY. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, next is I'm sorry, I don't know her name. It's right there. I don't know it. Um I like the dress. Not really feeling the shawl, it looks like. I think it's the lining of the shawl for me. It should have been the same material as the outside, because the inside of it kind of looks cheap, at least on this picture. But I do like the dress though. I really like this dress. Like, without the shawl, it would have been just fine. It would have been enough on its own. Yeah, Shinsia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love the green on her skin tone too. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah. And I think again her hair being up would have made it a lot better. But yeah, this dress is eating to me. I like the dress. Just don't love the shawl. The shoes look nice. Yeah. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Lonnie Love. Yeah, just a basic black dress. Don't love it. Mm-mm. Lonnie, I feel like Lonnie needs a better stylist. Because it's his very often that she gets it wrong on the red carpet. Sorry, Lonnie, but no. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Just very basic. Next, uh, Babyface. See, to me, this is a bedazzled blazer done right. It looks all right. It looks a little cheap, but it looks okay. And I feel like the pants are a little baggy. And I feel like Babyface always wears this. He always looks like this every award show, every event. He always gives this look, especially with the sunglasses. But he looks nice. He looks all right. Who's next? Who is this? Oh, Tori Kelly. Um, I don't like that. Kind of like fire engine red. I don't like that shade of red. That's what it's giving, at least on this picture. And this, what is going on? Like with the front, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't like this. And then her hair should have been up too. I feel like, you know what? Honestly, if her hair was up, that would have made the dress look better. To be honest, it would have made it look a little bit more sophisticated. But yeah, I don't love this. It just looks kind of cheap to me and just it's basic. Yeah. So next is who is this? Kalani. I can't see the front. Is that a pin? Is that pinstripe? I don't know. I feel like if I saw the front, I could give a better rating, but I can't really see it that well. I probably should have grabbed some pictures from another site. But yeah, it just looks okay from the back. It looks all right. It looks kind of wrinkled. Next is Deborah Cox. I was shocked to see her. I was like, okay, Miss Deborah Cox in the building. Um, this is just okay. It's very much giving auntie, auntie at the function. Not bad. I feel like what would make this better? Is it the length of the dress that's throwing me off? Like, would it be better as a long gown with a train? Do y'all see that? Because I don't know. I don't know if it's the length of the dress. It's something that's throwing me off about it. It could be better. Y'all said the neck is too high? Maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. This is Keith Lee and his wife. This is just okay. It's all right. Is this African garb? Is that what this is? I don't want to, offend anybody if that's what this is. Um, or if that's what it's not, because I know y'all be getting real sensitive about that. But if that's what it is, I've seen better of that. Okay. I've seen better. Yeah, y'all said not that you know of. Yeah. So maybe it's not even African. Maybe it's African inspired. I don't know. I don't like it though. It's just all right. Okay, next is Gail King. Gail, she be getting it right sometimes, but I don't know if I like the chocolate brown velvet suit. I don't know if I love this. I've seen Gail do better, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. But Gail, she still got her shit together. I still think she looks nice, but I've seen better from her, okay? I've seen better. Y'all said Auntie Gail looks nice. She looks nice. I've seen her really do it. You know, I've seen her look a lot better than this. Yeah, it's fitted nice though. The suit fits nice. Okay, next is, who is this? I don't know who this is, but again, feather gown, pink. Um, I'm not mad at this. I don't know if I love the color. Um, but I like this a little bit. I'm not mad at it. Very Grammy appropriate. It looks nice. Yeah. Y'all said cute flamingo. Yeah, it's kind of giving flamingo a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. Okay, next is, who is this? I don't know. Somebody can put it in the chat. Uh, hmm. I'm usually a fan of like dramatic collars. I kind of like that. But I don't know if I like the shape of this one. I feel like if it was shaped a little bit better, like a little bit more rounded instead of square, it would be much better. And I don't love the belt with this, but I see the vision and I feel like this could be actually really cute, to be honest. Yeah. And then the color is kind of clashing with the dress too. So I would have, done black hair, but y'all said it looks like curtains. It does a little bit. Yeah, I would lose the belt and, make the collar just a little bit more rounded. Yeah. Those are the only two things I would change in the hair. The belt cheapens it to me. The belt with the little studs. Yeah, I don't like the belt. Yeah. Samara, again, very basic black dress. She looks cute. She looks cute. Basic, nothing to write home about. I do like the hardware on this dress. See, then this is what I was saying like earlier when it came to Coco's dress. The hardware on this doesn't look that bad. At least from this picture. Yeah, just basic. She looks cute. Yeah, kind of dull, boring, but it's cute. Oh, who is this? I don't know who this is. I love the bead work on this. The beads are really, really pretty. I like the feathers at the bottom. She wore her hair up. She understood the assignment when it came to the hair. I like this. I think she looks nice. Yeah, I really like this one. Who is oh, this is Tank from Taking the Bangers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it seems like feathers are a thing this year. Okay, okay. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, the 90s hair, it is very 90s. It definitely is. Yep. Yeah, I have no complaints with that one. SZA, again, this kind of looks like stripper wear. I'm sorry. It just kind of looks like stripper wear to me. The material looks really thin. It doesn't look expensive, even though it probably is. It doesn't look expensive at all. But she's a cute girl. She's really pretty. I think SZA's really pretty, but yeah, I don't love this look. I like the blush pink. I like the color. You know what? No, no, I don't. I was gonna say maybe it can be improved if it was just a little bit more fabric at the top, but it's the thinness of the fabric for me. Like it's too thin. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like it just needs to be a little thicker. That's all. Yeah, the thinness just makes it look cheap. And that's all I have. Somebody said Tyla, but I didn't see Tyla. I don't know what she had on, so but this was fun, y'all. It's been 2 hours. Like I said, y'all, I feel like we shouldn't be taking the Grammys that seriously. Okay. It's fun, it's entertaining, it should be entertainment at this point. But like I said, Taylor is a whole mood. This is how black women should feel about this shit. That's how you should feel. Don't get too emotionally invested in this shit, y'all. Please, because it's fake. And honestly, if it wasn't for like the shenanigans, I probably wouldn't even reviewed it because the show was just okay to me. It was basic. But it's fun to come on here and just, talk shit about it. So anyway, make sure you guys follow the second channel. Got some content over there coming up. So stay tuned for that. The link is in the description box. Also, they took the copyright strike from my channel. I'll probably talk about that in another video, another live stream. But I'm happy about that. I'm happy that YouTube ruled in my favor. So shout out to YouTube. Yeah, but we'll talk about that later. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Love ya.